To the Kingdom Hall, everyone. It's time now to receive nourishing milk from the teat of our spiritual mother. Announcing Jah's kingdom. Get ready because world rulership is changing. That was 25 years ago if you're keeping track. The Israelites' festival to Jehovah greatly angered God, as you can clearly see here. He's wee-weed off by what he's observing. Pissed. You a high-risk driver? What? What? Women drivers who are from Japan. They clearly have no idea where they're going. What? Court ruling favors witness couple. On April 13th, 1990, a San Francisco, California Superior Court jury returned a $500,000 verdict against the University of California and a leading kidney transplant surgeon, Dick. The plaintiffs were Jehovah's Witnesses, whose minor son was given a blood transfusion against their wishes. The parents were assured from the outset that their contact with the hospital, even right up to the night of the surgery, that there would be no blood transfusions or court orders. One of the attorneys representing the couple told Awake. He's also employed by Awake, but that doesn't matter. The hospital engaged in a deceitful and secret scheme that showed utter disregard for the family's fundamental rights. All members of that family are still living. Fraud in science.
I applaud your courageous stand against the religion of evolution. I am very weary of the condescending attitudes of scientists who label people incompetent and ignorant if they do not accept the faith.
So true, brother. I too grow weary of scientists always relying on faith, labeling people who do not agree with him. Disasters! I was really upset with the article on the hurricane and earthquake disasters. You pointed to one incident of lootings as an example of the differences between the world and Jehovah's Witnesses. I feel it the height of bad taste to portray only witnesses in a flattering light. Though some of the negative incidents that were reported in the article also stated that such callous acts were overshadowed by many acts of human kindness and compassion performed by non-witnesses, which was not in quotes and not included in the article. Ed. Puberty. I was so overjoyed when I received the February 8th, 1990 issue dealing with the changes experienced in puberty. I am a single parent, and for the last few months, I've been very troubled about how to explain these changes to my son. I was too embarrassed to even use certain words with him, like ball bag and butt crack. So I just had to write and thank you so much for providing this information. CB, come and see me. Writing the hole in the ground? Oh, that's just nasty. Yourself. Your article, November 8, 1989, was very interesting. But do you realize that the man climbing the extension ladder is using it the wrong way round? This is very dangerous. Satanism. I can only express profound thanks for your article on Satanism. October 22nd, 1989. My mother gave a fine outward appearance, and many people thought well of her. However, she was in a group of people who practiced demonism. I've heard of this, brothers. People who give the outward appearance of looking normal, but in fact are in a cult. I was subjected to such things as sexual abuse. Let's move on. After years of suffering, I even tried to commit suicide. At any rate, I never joined her in her satanic practices, and for that she began shunning me. Just kidding. I later became one of Jehovah's Witnesses. This was a great blow to my mother, because she realizes there is no greater power than Jehovah God. You heard it here, friends. This woman's mother received a great blow. Exposing kids to parents' religion, desirable. As long as it's not Satanism. Out! Throw them out! If one of Jehovah's Witnesses, or even two, should ring your doorbell, don't throw them out! Advises Corriere della Sera. The newspaper was referring to an episode that took place in Treviso, northern Italy, in which a businessman risked losing over 1 million lire. It's more than $600 because of turning away 2 witnesses who paid him a visit. According to the newspaper, 2 witnesses introduced themselves to the man with the words,
Today is a good day for you. We are Jehovah's Witnesses, and we have something valuable to give to you.
At that, the ill-disposed businessman shut the door, not allowing them to finish. If the man had listened, he would have learned that the witnesses had gone to his home to return his wallet, not to push religious shit on him. This cheese dick assumed that Jehovah's Witnesses were there to shove something off on him, and it almost cost him 600 big ones. You could be next. So don't throw their asses out. The grave of Christ in Japan? A sexual crisis among the clergy. Gross. A sexual crisis is tearing at the central nervous system of the Catholic Church, stated Jason Berry. Jason Berry. Regarding perverted sexual acts against children by the clergy, Berry, I just call him Berry, went on to say in the Washington Post, since 1985, scores of pedophilia cases involving priests or brothers have been recorded throughout America and Canada. As a result, U.S. dioceses have borne steep losses in lawsuits, and insurance coverage for such actions has evaporated. Wait, there's insurance policies for the... All right. These changes have arrived amid a number of reports that as many as 10 to 20% of U.S. priests may be homosexually active. A bucket, brothers. Get me a bucket, I need to vomit. Oh, it's past. God's word speaks of such disgraceful sexual appetites by which males are inflamed in their lust towards one another. Males with males, working what is obscene. And adds that the righteous decree of God is that those practicing such things are deserving of death. Parents, find pleasure in your children. Due to some recent events, this title will be changed for the CD-ROM version. My lifelong hope to never die! Get ready for a heartwarming story, brothers. Embracing Bible truth. I thought, imagine living forever, never having to die. Such a hope is what one would expect of a loving God. A paradise earth. Yes, this was for me. I love it. Gregarious. Jeepers. Wait, these people were old back in black and white times. This is the 1940s we're talking about here. Huh? Let's continue, brothers. In 1949, Rowena and I sold the farm and decided to pioneer until our money ran out. That's a really good idea. I'm sure that worked out well. As noted at the outset, in 1985, I was diagnosed as having incurable cancer. Uh-oh. How much my faithful wife Rowena and I, together with our children, wanted to be among the millions now living who will never die. How many blessings I have had. It does not seem long ago that as a 16-year-old I heard my mother exclaim,
This is it. This is the truth.
My mother remained a faithful, zealous witness right up to the time of her death in 1979 when she was over 100 years... Oh, yeah, they're dead. He didn't make it. I'm sorry, brothers. This was a false alarm. This man is dead. All of them are dead. Jehovah greatly angered God, as you can clearly see here. He's wee-weed off by what he's observing. Pissed. You a high-risk driver? What? To the Kingdom Hall, everyone. It's time now to receive nourishing milk from the teat of our spiritual mother. Outside. What? Women drivers who are from Japan. They clearly have no idea where they're going. What? Court ruling favors witness couple. On April 13th, 1990, Sing Ja's kingdom. Get ready because world rulership is changing. That was 25 years ago if you're keeping track. The Israelites' festival